Struggling to manage work, family, and personal goals? You're not alone. Most people fail, not because they lack effort, but because they lack a clear plan. What if I could show you a simple blueprint to juggle all of these without burning out? Think of a well-functioning business, government, family, or any other organization, and let's take on their mindset of a leader, of doers, and break down how to achieve exactly that. First, we've got to start with the foundation: purpose, mission, and vision. Our purpose is our why, the core reason behind everything we're doing. Whether it's for family, career, or personal development, knowing why we're taking on these projects is critical to keeping us motivated when things get tough. If you're depressed, just not satisfied, or want something more, start here. And keep in mind that for each aspect or category of life, there will be different goals that are kind of separate from each other. A goal at work may be independent of a goal at home. But the more we can align them, even if it's looking at it from a different scope, a different lens, the more likely we'll be able to achieve each of them. Once we have that, what's a purpose without a mission? That's like having a map with no destination. Our mission is the concrete goal we want to achieve in the short term. For example, in our personal lives, this could be something like getting fit by making fitness a lifestyle. Professionally, it might be launching a project, a course, or completing a specific milestone. And our vision? That's the bigger picture. It's the legacy or long-term impact we want to create. Our vision keeps us focused on the horizon, even when things get tough. What is the world we would see if I fulfilled my vision? How to develop them. Start with your values. Understand what truly matters to you. Reflect on impact. Think about who you want to help or influence. Set timeframes. Your purpose is constant, while your mission and vision can evolve. So how do we get there? Let's break it down. Step 1. Objectives and tasks. Setting clear objectives is the first tactical move. The goal is the objective. It is something that can be defined and outlined using the SMART system. The SMART system stands for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-bound. So, make them specific, measurable, something you can do something about, based in reality, and with a schedule and a deadline or target and milestone dates. For instance, if our goal is to become healthier, our objective could be to lose, or in my case gain, 15 pounds of muscle over the next 6 months. Professionally, our objective could be to grow our business by hitting a revenue target by the end of a certain 4-week or 3-month period. Tasks are the small bite-sized actions that get us to our goal or goals or objectives. Break things down. Want to launch an online course? Create tasks like researching, scripting, filming, and marketing. It's all about making big goals feel achievable through small, consistent actions. We'll talk about how to execute this in just a minute. Mindsets and disciplines. Prioritize. Focus on the tasks that move the needle toward your goals. Consistency. Regularly take small steps to build momentum. Flexibility. Be willing to adapt your tasks if circumstances change. Step 2. Metrics and KPIs. Now, how do we know if we're making progress? That's where metrics and KPIs come in. Metrics are standardized measures that organizations use, are broad, and include various data points used for analysis, but may not directly align with key objectives. KPIs, or key performance indicators, are a quantifiable value or values that organizations use to track progress against individual, team, or company goals. Whether we're tracking our fitness, nutrition, time, money, or monitoring our business growth through sales and customer feedback, these indicators tell us if we're moving in the right direction, or if we need to make adjustments. Tracking methods. Use printouts or software like Google, Excel, or other task management tools to log progress. Review KPIs regularly, weekly, monthly, to assess if adjustments are needed. Step 3. Decision making. One of the hardest parts of managing any project is decision making. Learning, planning, and understanding a range of concepts is critical. Then we can use something like the Eisenhower matrix. It helps us prioritize tasks based on their importance and urgency. We'll know when to tackle things immediately, when to schedule them, when to delegate them, and when to just say no. There are other methods too, like a SWOT analysis. And sometimes it's about trusting our gut. Intuition is powerful, especially when mixed with data. Mindsets and disciplines. Analytical. Use data or KPIs to make decisions. Intuitive. Rely on your instincts when the data isn't clear. Competent. Use knowledge, experience, and an unbiasedness towards reality, not emotion. Step 4. SOPs and templates. Want to save time and keep things moving smoothly? Create SOPs or standard operating procedures and templates. Remember all of those tasks we talked about earlier? Those action items? This is our playbook for reoccurring tasks. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. If we're managing a team, a family, or even just our own routine, having clear processes means we're not reinventing the wheel every time we hit a roadblock. Imagine figuring it out once, creating an itemized, systematic approach, and just executing. If we find a more efficient way or new information or change anything, just update the standard operating procedure, or task list or checklist, accordingly. Now, we also have something to measure our metrics and KPIs against. Mindsets and disciplines. Efficiency. These tools reduce time spent on repetitive decisions. Scalability. As projects grow, SOPs ensure new team members can easily join in. Step 5. Time management and scheduling. Next up, time management. There are a lot of ways to tackle time management and a lot of ways to get tackled by it. It takes focus and diligence. Whether it's with digital tools like Google Calendar or pen, paper, and wall calendar, block out your time for work, personal goals, and family commitments. The key? Stick to your schedule, but also leave room for flexibility. Life happens, and you've got to be ready to adjust. I'll be diving deeper into how to get better at time management, so be sure to watch that video if that's something you're interested in. Mindsets and disciplines. Discipline. Stick to your time blocks. Flexibility. If urgent tasks arise, adjust without losing sight of the bigger picture. Step 6. Budgeting and resource management. Let's talk resources and budgeting, logistics and finances. Whether we're working on personal goals or a business project, knowing what we need, time, money, resources, supplies, people, is essential. Forecast our expenses. Track our income. And don't be afraid to allocate resources where they'll have the most impact. Budgeting isn't just about money. It's about energy and focus too. Track not just our income, but as much as we can. Goals lists, tasks lists, supplies lists, what goes in my backpack lists. Having a planned out, documented system just makes everything run more smoothly and efficient. And what gets measured gets managed. And that brings us to logistics, which is just organizing resources, people, and tasks efficiently. For example, for a business project, this could mean coordinating content production schedules, marketing timelines, and distribution. For a family, this could be coordinating schedules and drop-off and pickup times, getting groceries and making meals, and having household things like paper towels or forks or even clothes. It's the coordination of all the things. Mindsets and disciplines. Frugality. Use resources efficiently. Growth-oriented. Understand that well-planned investments lead to long-term gains. Step 7. Adaptability. We're not robots. Plans will change. Being adaptable is key. Whether it's a new opportunity, a challenge, or a curveball, we have to stay flexible. We do this by being prepared and competent. It's another thing we have to continuously exercise. Mindsets and disciplines. Resilience. Bounce back from setbacks. Creativity. Find new solutions when old plans fail. Step 8. Leadership, management, and communication. Finally, good management and leadership are about taking ownership and guiding others. Whether we're leading a team at work or setting an example for our kids, leadership is all about accountability and empathy. Lead by example, stay disciplined, and remember, great leaders are great listeners and great communicators. Our demeanor, our disposition, body language, tone, and attitudes are all communicated through us. Whether we're working with a team, our family, or just ourselves, clear, deliberate, and progressive communication keeps everyone aligned with and on the mission. Remember, it's not about doing everything at once. It's about progress, not perfection. Mindsets and disciplines. Accountability. Take ownership of results. Empathy. Understand the needs and emotions of those involved. Transparency. Be clear about your goals and expectations. Collaboration. Welcome feedback and input from others. Another thing that runs congruent with the rest of this is environment and culture. Our environment will set us up for what we do, and our culture will mold the attitudes we have when doing things. Setting up our environment, our home, our workspace, our desk, whatever it is, will set us up for the work to be done. Keeping it clean and organized will help us be efficient and carry that attention to detail to other aspects of our lives. And that helps develop our culture. Mindsets and disciplines. Preparedness. To be ready. To do, to give, and to receive. Peacefulness. To conserve and harness strength. Balance across life categories. Managing multiple projects within personal and professional domains requires balancing each of these elements. By having a clear purpose and mission for each area of our lives, personal growth, family, career, health, and managing each with defined objectives, tasks, KPIs, and resources, we'll stay aligned and focused. This framework can be adapted to any aspect of life and ensures that you're continuously progressing toward your overall vision. So, now we've got the blueprint to set clear goals, manage multiple projects, and track our progress. But here's the deal. None of this matters if we don't take action. Right now, think about one goal you want to achieve, personal or professional, and start applying these steps. Tell me in the comments what it is, and then go take one task, break it down, and schedule it. And if you're serious about taking control of your life, be sure to subscribe. Give this video a like too. I'll be sharing more strategies and actionable steps that will help us stay on track, improve productivity, and achieve our goals and live a better life.